Hail Christ, hail victory. Um, I just posted on my community page the recent study on depression and the exercises that help eliminate that the most. And they categorize a bunch of or they list a bunch of exercises that are supposed to help with depression. And the number one exercise that came up as an effective tool for fighting depression is deadlifts. Okay, deadlifts. Now, historically, I haven't really done them. When I played football, I would do them. Um, but I started doing them again out of necessity. You know, often say the necessity is the mother of invention. Well, for me, it's the mother of me starting to do deadlifts. And there's something about deadlifts that's powerful. The reason why I had to start doing deadlifts is because for years I've worked out doing squats, real heavy weights on squats and leg presses, and also playing football. It started to take a toll on me. My knee started to feel like pain. It started to affect my especially my right knee, but both knees. Now the great thing about deadlifts is you're pulling up, right? So you're not putting pressure really on your knees too much. So I started doing deadlifts, and I'm doing them every other week, and then the other week I do squats. Still, I'm still doing squats. I want to still do those, even though it's increasingly not become good for my knees. But my compromise is to only do them every other week, because I only work out my legs once a week. But deadlifts is really a powerful thing because it's an exercise that you're pulling up. You feel it really in your glutes, your hamstrings, and just overall, leg workouts especially help produce testosterone. A lot of guys ignore legs, and they do that because when you work out your legs, it's harder. I love it, but it is harder. It's not like you have less control than when you work out your upper body. So it's going to be a harder workout, and that's why a lot of guys avoid it. And if you play any type of sports, if you played any type of athletics, you know that legs are important. Whether there's football, hockey, basketball, okay, and even baseball to a certain extent, not as much as those other sports. Wrestling, of course, legs are super important. And boxing is different. They're important, but it's more like about keeping, having your legs in cardio condition, right? But like as far as having some explosion, soccer, the same thing. Hockey, you definitely need legs. You probably have to have kind of a finesse with hockey just because you're skating so much. You definitely need legs. And basketball, you need those legs, especially when you play in the paint, right? But football is definitely important. But when you finish a leg workout, if you do a good leg workout, you feel on top of the world. You really do. You feel like you can go tackle the day at work or whatever it is you're doing that day. So I really recommend it. You don't have to do extremely heavy weight. You just do what you can, get resistance, and keep at it. Like I said, I do legs once a week. That's my best. When I used to do legs twice a week, it didn't work for me because you got to give your muscles time to relax and grow. And that was years. I mean, I haven't done legs twice a week in 15 years, probably even longer. I mean, probably since 2004, I think. Yeah, 2000 or 2001, 2, whatever. But yeah, I mean, deadlifts, like I said, I didn't like doing them at first when I first started doing them again because when I do legs, I'm just been so used to doing squats or leg presses. But it's been great. It's been great. And like I said, our bodies, this is what we're carrying with us our whole life. You're going to change cars. You're going to change houses sometimes, clothes. There's possessions you're going to have that one day you won't have. But the one thing you have with you your whole life, guaranteed, is this body. So you would think that this should be the most important thing that people invest in as far as time, money. I mean, I'm not saying to spend, you know what I mean. Let's try to eat healthy. That's what I'm talking about. So, anyways, like I said, that look at that study that I posted. Deadlifts were the number one exercise to fight depression. Another good thing that's for your brain that's good is cashews. Um, Cashews are really good for your brain. And again, one of the things too that's really good if you're trying to put on some muscle or maintain it. I'm just in the maintaining phase, not trying to put on anything. I'm in the maintaining. Is eggs. I mean, eat as many eggs as you can. You feel strong with eggs. That's another good thing. But anyways, hopefully you start picking up on some of those tips and have a good one. Hail Christ, hail victory.